Hi, Doc Silvers here. Alright, for this lesson I want to talk about a video that's circulating on YouTube right now by Frank Gambale. It's a video he did for a magazine in London, and he's talking about playing an arpeggio and adding the 9, and at the end of the demonstration he does a blues solo. Now I know there's two different videos, and I'll do the other one after this. This one basically he talks about playing. He likes, instead of just playing an arpeggio, sweep arpeggio for those of you that sweep pick. That's the basic arpeggio. But then he adds the 9 into it. So instead of, you end up with a, sorry. In the solo that he does at the end, he uses this arpeggio, and I wanted to transcribe the solo for those of you who are like me, who wanted to know exactly what it is he's doing, so you could play it and incorporate some of those licks that he did in there in your own playing. Alright, so we're going to try doing the solo now. Here goes. So basically, let's break the solo down. It's a B minor blues, so he starts off with a B minor pentatonic kind of thing. Look at, pay attention to his phrasing. That's the first part of it. Then he does a. Then the arpeggio at 9 that he was demonstrating, which is a D major arpeggio at 9. So instead of going, he does a slide into it. So you hear the G flat twice. Sorry, the F sharp, since I said D. The F sharp, you hear the F sharp twice. So you can hear how that sounds. Then he goes all the way up to an A, bending. Get that kind of phrasing. Then he starts playing some triads after this note. He bends a G, a F sharp up, comes back on a B minor triad, A major triad, G major triad. So B minor, then he does a little chromatic thing that's very familiar with a George Benson style of playing. Okay, so now we're going to do the chromaticism he does on the 4 chord, substituting the 5 chord before he goes back to the 1 chord. So he does this line after the then he does a B minor triad on the 1st and 2nd string, A major triad to a G major triad. Here comes the chromaticism. I start with my 4th finger on the 9th fret. Stretch my 3rd finger up to the 10th fret, 2nd string. 4th finger on the 12th fret, 1st string. 1st finger on the 7th fret, 1st string. 3rd finger, 3rd finger on the 2nd string at the 8th fret. 4th finger on the 3rd string at the 9th fret. Next segment. This is over the G major 7. Out of position. Listen to that again. 3 notes. Familiar with your theory, he's thinking of this F sharp 7, sharp 9, the scale of the notes he's choosing from, along with some chromatic passing tones, is the B harmonic minor, which will sound like this. Anytime you have an altered 5 chord going to a 1 minor, you can play the harmonic notes from the harmonic minor of the minor chord that you're going to. So we're playing a 5 chord, which is F sharp 7 sharp 9. It's an altered chord. We're going to a B minor 7. So we will play the B harmonic minor over that F sharp tonality, and you end up with notes like that. You end up with stuff like that. Frank did. Answers that chord very nicely. The chromaticism adds that little jazz flavors to it. Then he ends with a F sharp minor 7 arpeggio. So you end up with. Bring it right back to that. Then he finishes it off with a blues scale, runs the whole scale. Then the chords he does at the end. F sharp minor 7 with a sharp, F sharp 7 with a sharp 5. Then he ends with an A over a B, which sounds minor because the 3rd is not in it. So let's see if we can run this again.